Hello, hello, hello. It is lunchtime. It's Wednesday, the 5th of June, and it's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. I'm so sorry I didn't manage to get on yesterday. Bit of technical issues with the car. Had to go and pick it up at lunchtime, and then the day sort of just ran away with me, really. So I thought I would come on today and give you my favourite things from the lovely new catalogue and do a bit of stamping. So I'm just doing lots of stamping at the moment. There's so much I love. So I thought I'd pop in and show you. So I've got my tea. Hopefully you've got your tea or your lunch or something else so that you can see. I've got a bit cold today. I don't know what it is. The weather's turned a bit miserly down here. Anyway, so I've got my tea. So I'm going to have that. And I've got my catalogue. And I've got some samples to show you as we go through of my favourite things. And I've got some stamping to do later. So let's start off. This is the front cover. It's beautiful. And now finally I can open it. Okay, so this is the inside, the first page. Morning, Linda. Afternoon, Linda, even. Thanks for joining. So yeah, so this is the first page, and I like this page because it has a table of contents down here, and it tells you what some of these things are. So the little blue sort of starburst motifs tell you that it's a bundle and you get 10% off, and then the little sort of red with a big N in it tells you that it's new. So that's always handy. So basically it's everyday occasions, love, thanks and support, kids and babies, artistic expressions and accessories and more. Those are the main sections. But as we move over the page, we start off with all about our stamps, which is great. We all know about that. The cling, the new nice adhesive labels, we know about those. We know about photopolymer and how you can mix and match the stamping. Here are all the lovely new colours all laid out. Now I'm going to tell you that my colours here are not exactly perfect on the camera, but you know, that's, at least I don't look too bad today, I don't think. The light is still a bit dodgy in here, but I don't think I can. It's got a bit blue for some reason, not quite sure why. We will try and sort out the blue a little bit. Where's my contrast gone? Oh no, that's still gone up there, that's fine. Okay, so there we go. It's still looking good there. We'll see how we go. Alrighty. So they're not perfect in this camera. You'll have to get them. You have to get a catalogue and see. So then I'm going to just pop over to the next new section. So we've always had a colours page, but this is a brand new section. We've never had this before. And this is all about product coordination, because Stampin' Up is known for their coordination, and they're known to be just spot on with colours and cardstock and ink and papers and all that kind of stuff. But I think we forget really that product coordination is just as important, because they have stamps that you can punch out and they have stamps that you can die cut out, and then they have embossing folders that work with all of those. So there's coordination throughout their whole range. And this is a fantastic new bundle index. So on here you'll see all of the bundles that are in the catalogue. So for example, here's the new Daisy Lane with the medium daisy punch. Very excited about that. We've got some more lovely wording. We've got little boxes, they're cute. We've got a new tag punch, that's nice. We've got Magnolia, which I'm going to talk to you a bit more about. We've got a lovely little lace bundle here with some great lacy stuff, which I'm not sure that you can see very well, but basically it cuts it out. It looks a bit like, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know, there's a special word for that kind of thing. You used to get it on the top of broderie anglais or something like that. That's what it looks like, something like that. Then we've got this cute little truck. I love the little truck, but I'm not sure who I would give it to. I don't know. I really like the little truck. I think kids are going to love that. Do some little trucks for the boys or girls rolling around the floor. Then we've got this lovely bundle, which I am drawn to because it's got a crown in, but I'm resisting at the moment, just to start off with. We've got petals. We've got Above the Clouds. I love this one with the balloon. I like this one very much. The birds, which we've seen a lot of and you're going to see more of today. Dinosaurs. Wiggle worm bundle. Fantastic for teaching kids about nature and stuff like that. We'll see it in a bit more detail, but it's got like bugs and beetles and caterpillars. It's fabulous. Floral essence. And then these are great. This is a new set of die cuts. They cut out the whole alphabet, but they're smaller than the other ones, so we'll talk about those a bit more. Lovely as the Day bundle, more flowers. Mosaics with a great new punch. Band Together bundle, which has got some flowers but also some gorgeous die cutting stuff. Friend Like You, lovely sort of floaty, what are these, reeds, grasses, that kind of stuff. Bloom and Grow, which has got gorgeous flowers in it. I love this one. Silhouette Seams, so you've got silhouette stamps and silhouette dies. We'll come on to that. Tasteful Textures, we'll come on to that. To a Wild Rose bundle. I didn't really spot this the first time around, but it's got some lovely stuff in it. Sailing Home, we've talked about that quite a lot. We're going to see a bit more of that. And then that's the end of the bundle. So at least you can see where they are, and they've got a lovely, great big page number, so you can jump straight to them. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do now is go to, which one's first? This one? This one. So I'm now going to go to this page, okay, where we can see a little bit better Daisy Lane. So Daisy Lane is, I'm just adjusting that slightly. Daisy Lane is a new stamp set. It matches to Daisy Delight. Oops, that's a bit too bright now. Matches to Daisy Delight, which was the big daisy that we had. Now we've got like this mini daisy. It's a medium-sized daisy, and so you can layer them together, you can layer them up and make amazing things with them. So I do like the daisy punch, and that has been the first thing on my order. Next, I'm going to show you my favorite color page, which is Noble Peacock. I don't actually get the peacock. It's just me. I know loads of people who love the peacock. And I love the feathers. I have to say, I love these feathers from the dies, but I don't really get peacock. It's just me. But anyway, so, but I love the colours. Look at all these gorgeous colours that are in here. This beautiful foiled papers. I mean, they're just adorable. And if you go over the page, you can see them here. So these are papers, speciality. You get 4 sheets each of the 3 colours, and they've got these little designs on them, but I think they're just gorgeous. And then they've got foil sheets in the teal, so that's the Blueberry Bushel, Old Olive, and the Pretty Peacock. I mean, just gorgeous. So yes, so they're very nice first things on my list. And then here's the little boxes that you can make with the dies in the parcels and petals. So this bundle here gives you some lovely stamps, but it also gives you the ability to make these little boxes, which I think are quite cute. Moving onward, we've seen the cows. I still love the cows. I'm still debating the cows because I have kind of fallen in love with the cows. I mean, who wouldn't really? They are beautiful. But anyway, we're moving on because I've got the pigs, and it's I'm going to end up buying both of them. I know I am. Anyway, but I have to be, you know, I'm trying to be a bit more sensible. So here we go with Magnolia Lane, and I love the way they've done the sweets. So here is a classic improvement on how they've done the catalogue with the sweets. So you now get this massive page here of inspiration and ideas for card making, for gift giving, for multiple cards in a box, memories and more, you know, all of those glorious things. They show you a lot of the suite, plus all these home decor pieces, because these are all made out of paper. These are the petals from the die cuts. Then on this side, they've got a new thing called Magnolia Lane Suite, and they have like one number. So you can order the whole thing in one number. So you can get the whole lot of that. Now, I'm going to tell you at the moment, some of these don't work because unfortunately we've had a delay on our 3D embossing folders, the new embossing folders. So that's a bit of a shame. It doesn't save you any more money buying it all in one go. You still get your 10% off from the bundle. So if you put them in all separately, it doesn't matter. You won't lose anything by putting them in separately. They're all fine. So you have this whole page of inspiration and this single number ordering. And then when you turn over the page, You get a much better view now of the papers up here, which are just gorgeous. Loads of florals, dark. It reminds me of that the lovely florals we had a couple of years ago with this black and white. Just beautiful. And then this is the stamp set. And I remember I told you how big that image is. Well, there you go. That is that. You can see it side by side. That really is how big it is. And it is gorgeous when it's stamped and die cut out. So there's some lovely words, and this flower here I can see being used quite a lot. That's nice, very nice. And then over here you've got even more suggestions of what to do with the suite, which is brilliant. So you've got some home decor, you've got another card, and here you've got some memories and more. So you've got some scrapbooking ideas here. Okay, Linda, I think it's just you and me, you know, you're getting me all to yourself. Now, the next one is a coordinating set called Garden Lane Suite. So this coordinates with the Magnolia Suite. So the stamps and everything works together. So they've kind of counted that as a sort of secondary suite. Okay, so let's see what else. What else is my next job? So I like this, but it's not as nice as the Magnolia. Then I want to show you this gorgeous card. Not in my honest opinion, but I know people who like that. This beautiful card was made by my friend Gina O'Connor, and it was one of our swaps that we did. And I was like, wow, that's a beautiful stamp. Oh, you can't see it. You can't see it because it's gone too bright. Sorry, let me turn that down a bit. So I was thinking, wow, that's a gorgeous stamp. Where on earth is that from? And then I realized, oh, it's a little lace. It's just here. Look at this. It's gorgeous. And she's just touched it up with some pink. You can just see the pink in that, hopefully. And this bundle comes with this massive die here, which cuts out all this polka dot, not polka dot, sort of lace, this lace design, that's the word I'm looking for. And it cuts it out so you can actually see through it. And then it comes with a scallopy edge as well, I think, that matches that. So you can cut this off here. So that's a great set. I hadn't really picked up on that one. And isn't that funny how you go through the catalogue and you see things and suddenly you see things for the first time? And that's why I thought I'd do a little tour. So I'm not going to show you everything. I'm just showing you the things that have popped out to me since getting the catalogue. Yeah, I know Linda's with me and she's seen it all before anyway, but some things you might see, some things that you'd not seen before, or you might agree with me or disagree with me on things. So that's all good, Linda. I'm happy. You and I sitting here, cup of tea, going through the catalogue. It's lovely, lovely fun. I'm going to take a swig of my tea. Okay, so here, this is another fabulous set. Now, I personally, I don't have enough of these people in my life. Isn't that a terrible thing to say? But I don't have a mother or father-in-law. I don't have any sons or daughters. I do have a niece and nephew, and of course I have friends, but I don't have any grandchildren or anything like that. I don't have a wife. I do have a husband, and I do have a mother and father, but that's about it. So I'm on the fence as to whether I should or shouldn't get it, but I probably will, because those numbers are great, and I just love the way it's done. So if somebody wants me to make a card for them, occasionally I am asked to do commissions. This is a fab set. But if you've got a big family, oh my word, this is amazing. Because you can do like 67th if you want to, or 43rd birthday. You can do anything with this, and you've got cute little stars, a little present, so those little dots would go on there, so you could do that in one color and then that in another color. You're the best. You're the best granddaughter, or something like that, or you're the best wife, or you're the best husband to a wonderful husband. You've got just a multitude of coordination and combination that you could make out of that. So I think that for 20 quid, that's an amazing stamp set to get all of that sort of stuff in, with great images. They're going to come out crisp. I think that's fabulous. So yeah, that's my kind of, and there's some examples over here. I posted one up on my Facebook yesterday with this little box with for a special grandson on your 5th birthday. I mean, how cool is that? So Linda says, same for you, but you've got no husband. Oh, I know. But on this side, sometimes that's good, Linda. No, I'm joking. But on this side, thank goodness Sean doesn't watch Facebook. Over here you can see the 60th and the 18th, which are the normal ones that you do, big numbers. But I like the fact that you can do the little in-between numbers as well, because they're quite good. Okay, so that's one that I think is just a bargain. And if you've got a big family, you're going to use that all the time. So that's great. The next one was a bit of a... I'm not a vintage flowery person. You know me. I am a clean lines, simple girl, but I love this stuff. Love, love, love this page. I don't know why. I just keep getting drawn back to it. So I've gone for it. So I am getting this bundle because it just draws me to it. I don't know if it's because it's got some fabulous papers with it. The fact that the papers here, you can chop them up and then just stamp and stuff in the middle. I love the fact that you've got these beautiful die cuts out of the middle of it. So you get die cuts that go outward around an image that's stitched, and then you get this die cut that goes inward, so the outside is solid and then it's cut into this hollow. I mean, that's just beautiful. So yeah, maybe it's because it's clever. I don't know. Maybe that's what attracts me to it. But I just think it's lovely. So we'll be playing with that. And it's got some nice words as well. You know, it's got some words for sad occasions, sharing in your sorrow, but nice occasions as well. Best wishes on your joyful day. Your kindness has touched my heart. I mean, they're just lovely, but the flowers are just cute. Anyway, so that's a surprise to me, but the fact that I keep being drawn back to it is always a good thing. It's always a good indicator to me that if I'm drawn back to something time and time again, it's because that is the thing that I need to buy and go with and see what I can create with. So we'll see whether I was right or not. Then on the other hand, this is a stamp set which I just fell in love with straight away, and it's called Back on Your Feet. And it's going to be so cool for blending and watercolouring. It's got a giraffe with a knot in his neck that says, "This is not good." It's got a sloth sort of hanging over the tree with a bandaged leg. And it says, "Hope things get better soon," or sometimes that's all there is to say, like sigh or ouch, and that I'm here for you. Isn't that cool? And then there's this turtle on his back, "Hope you get back on your feet soon." Oh, hope you're back on your feet soon. I mean, they're just great. They're so cute. I do like the walruses on the other side as well. I will walrus be your friend. Just floating by to say hi. From all of me, it's your birthday, from all of me, thanks big time, ready or not. I mean, they are cute too, so I do like the walruses, but these fellas just really got me. So there we go. There's obviously some familiar faces that we know about, so I'm not going to go on too much about that. This is the Bird Ballad Suite, which you know, we've seen so much of this on Pinterest because it was available in the pre-order. However, I'm only really just getting into this suite because I haven't been looking at that. I've been looking at other things for my launch and for various other things that I've been doing. So I haven't really got into this suite yet. I do love the birds. I've used it a couple of times, and I will be using it more because I've just bought these. I knew I was. I told you I was. I've just bought these well, no, they're kind of banner shaped dies. What are they called? Nested label dies. So I've just bought those. There is a lot of fussy cutting with this. Okay, there are no dies that cut the birds out. So everything that you see where the bird is all cut out nicely, that's all been done by hand. But I like these sort of things where the banner and the bird is just stamped. So I like those. I will be doing a bit of fussy cutting because, you know, it's possible to do fussy cutting. It didn't take me long the last time. So we'll see more of this suite. And the papers are beautiful. And I talked about the papers that match with the paper pumpkin kit the other day. And the stamp set is lovely and large, so it is easier to cut out. I love the papers. So we will be seeing more of this. over the coming weeks from me and the coming months, because I do think you could turn him into one of these. You could definitely turn into a robin. He is a robin by any other name. So that's for Christmas for sure. It just requires some sort of careful cutting and stamping. You could turn these into any birds, I think. Well, maybe not an eagle, but you know, you could give it a go. Oh, hi Carol. Carol's on. Hello. Hey, finally, it's not just me and Linda. We've been sitting and chatting and drinking tea and going through. We're halfway through now. And then I will be doing some stamping. Okay, this one is for all my mums out there. So if you have kids and if they like dinosaurs, this is the kit for you. This is the suite for you. So this is all about dinosaurs. Hey Jenny, nice to see you. So yes, Dino Raw suite. I mean, we've loved dinosaurs. We've had dinosaurs lots. These are a bit, this one reminds me of Barney from the television show. I don't know if that's just me, but that's what that reminds me of. And you've got things like, look who's hatched, you're awesome, thanks for being a friendosaurus, I love you this much, it's more than it looks, you know, so it's fun, you know, good for newborns and stuff like that. I think it's just a fun set. On this page, it's my lovely Wildly Happy. So if you saw my post go up this morning, you'll have seen that I've been playing with the foxes and I made these 2 cards. So my video's up today on the watercolouring techniques I use to colour my little foxes in. But I just love the foxes. Foxes are cute. Elephants, to die for. I haven't used the rabbits yet. I've used the pandas, I haven't used the rabbits yet, so the rabbits are next on my list. I know several friends of mine who like rabbits, who I must make cards for with them. So yeah, definitely doing something with rabbits, I'm sure. Right, where are we going to next? Oh, and there's the bug thing. Yeah, so you've got a cloud, you've got some kind of flying insect, lizardy, ladybird female, ladybird male, bug, like a caterpillar, and an ant. The ant's quite cute. But it's got like some really strange sayings. Cute as a bug, fair enough. I love being with you. Nice, although none of those are bees in my view. You make my heart flutter. Well, I guess because of the wings, but it's just, you know, there's always a stamp set in the catalogue where you just go, really? This is my really stamp set? And it's bizarre because I should love it for Sean, but he would say they're not atomically correct, or something like that. And also, I love you, Wiggle Worm. I just, there's obviously a story behind this stamp set back at the Home Office. We don't know what it is. But yeah, but apart from the ant that looks a little bit more like a praying mantis to me, yeah, I'm not sure about that one. So if anyone out there loves this stamp set, rock on. I'll give you full respect for loving this stamp set. But for me, it's just a little weird. Anyway, so moving on to something I do love, and that's the Perennial Essence Suite. Now, have I got my papers here? Yes, I have. Oh, I have to show you these papers because the papers are what make it for me. They're just gorgeous, and in fact it's the papers really that I wanted more than anything else. So that's the backing sheet. So I wish my room wasn't quite so blue today. I might put the light on, see if it makes any better. Hold on. Oh, that makes it a little better, I think, hopefully. Yeah, I think so. Still not great colour wise, but anyway, here we go. So I've only got 3 sheets here. That's because the other 3 sheets I'm using for something else. So I can only show you 3 sheets of it, but let's show it to you this way. So this is just half the pack. Look at that. I mean, it's like an aurora borealis on a page. I mean, if you can see it in real life, it's got greens in there, purples and blues. It's just a gorgeous. Look at those floating daisies. Floating daisies. We've got seaweed. Personally, I think that's seaweed, but it could be anything else. And then on the other side of those papers, the roses, just gorgeous. And then I guess these might be peonies, maybe, I don't know. maybe. And then more sort of daisy-like flowers. And that's only half the set. So you can literally just chop them out, put them on the wall, and look how good they look. Rocking. However, you can also use them for scrapbooking pages, because how beautiful would that be? You can use them for cards. And this is the stamp set that goes with it. Okay, so yeah, so they've got this one like falling. It's very Monet, very based on Monet's paintings, so, and style of work. And then this is the stamp set that goes with it, which I don't actually have, but we did do one on stage, this one, which went up on the Facebook the other day. Carol says, sorry, I'm just reading Carol's comment. I was just about to put through first order, but there are so many lovely new stamp sets and DSP, I'll have to rein in. I know, I've had to do exactly the same. I was like, shall I, shan't I? I got to one point and then I thought, no, I'm going to stop now. I have to stop now. But yeah, this was the card we made on stage, and it's just beautiful. I mean, really lovely. And the papers are just yummy. And then this was one that I got from my friend. Now, was this Caro? I think this is Caro. Yes. And here she's used this image here in the gorgeous new Rococo Rose. And then she's used the sentiment from the Free as a Bird stamp set. And funnily enough, I did my swap and I used exactly the same sentiment on my card back to everybody else because your friendship means the world to me is true, so true for all of my demo friends and all of my lovely customers and team. So I think, you know, I mean, just literally doing that as a border is just beautiful. So yes, so this is a nice set, and also this image here, it doesn't show it in the catalogue, which is a mistake, because this image here you can actually punch out with the leaf punch, and there is a punch that punches out these flowers as well, so that's great. And then next to it, which could kind of be overlooked because of the beauty of the perennial essence, is this bundle here. And this bundle is going to be my next order. I couldn't put it on this order. It's going to have to be my next one. It's called Eclipsed cards here. So it's showing you the eclipsed or eclipse card technique here. And then how you can chop up the words and put the letters on. And I love this hello that's done in, it's rainbow. You can't really see that here, but it's sort of green and then Bermuda Bay and then Highland Heather, and it's called the Praiseworthy Prose Bundle. And you know, you can just cut out all the letters in different colours and pop them in a frame. That looks good. And then what it has is like dictionary wording here. So it says friend.ship and then friend-ship, noun, friendly feelings, affection, a shared closeness, bundle of joy, a newborn, a baby that is swaddled and snuggly. How lovely is that? Swaddled and snuggly. Way to go, well done, that was splendid. Cheerful, full of cheer, in good spirits, grateful, warmly and deeply appreciative of kindness, thankful for what one has done or experienced. Celebrate, to commemorate with festivities, a happy day, rejoice with merriment, and then family, protectors and guardians, a source of love, connection and kinship. I mean, it's kind of weird because it's like a dictionary thing, but I really like it. And then it's got some little squiggly bits, and I just think it goes well. And you can bundle up the stamps with the hand letter dies for $49.50, so that's pretty good to get a whole set of alphabet dies for that. So that is good. They're nowhere near as large as our large letter dies that we had that have just retired. They are smaller, about well, about that big, I think, like an inch and a bit. So just to let you know that. Okay, next one. See a silhouette. Again, something I couldn't get this order, but I will be getting because it's just stunning with the silhouettes. Yeah. Hey, Trudy's on. Hey, nice to see you, hun. So I mean, the papers themselves are just gorgeous because you can do so much with them. And then you've got these stamps. Look at that. Isn't that lovely with the silhouettes? But then you've got the added thing. So forever, inspire, adventure, and then the branches of this tree are all in the die cuts. So you stamp the girl and then you die cut out the black tree, and then you pop that on top. And this is just some of the papers. It's just stunning. So here are the papers. Look at that. Look at those. Yummy, 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 yummy. And then this is the stamp set. Isn't it great? Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Together is the perfect place to be. You inspire me. Life was meant for good friends and great adventures, and keep dreaming. And there's a little boy with a plane, little girl looking up, a boy with a telescope, and a girl on a swing. And I think, again, for, you know, teachers or people with children, that's a great set too. And again, it's slightly over, it takes over from another fantastic bundle, which is in my order, called Tasteful Textures. And I love the stamps. They're nice. It's not got some nice fonts. Good things are sure to happen. You deserve it. Just believe. Thanks for making it easy to believe in myself. That's lovely. You're one of those people who make my life better just by being in it. Got lots of people I can send that to. Take time to do what makes your soul happy. Well, that's what we do all the time with crafting, isn't it? So, you know, that's great. Hey, Jules is on. Hey, how's Folkestone today? Is it wet and miserable? Like, it's a bit dark and dismal here, which is why everything's a little bit blue. But we're trying to cope with that. I hope it's better down your way. And if you're just joining us on the replay on YouTube, I am doing this live, but this was my Facebook Live, so just bear with the fact that it's not a great image, it's not great colours like it would be when I do it with my camera, but my little webcam's doing not too bad. We'll forgive it because we can still see stuff. So this, what I really like about this is that the dies that go with this, they cut out and leave paper behind. So they cut out the die image and leave the white solid behind it, or they cut out the little filigree pieces. And I just love that whole offset die cutting. So you have a piece that's lifted off the card, and then you can see through to the card underneath. I think it's just lovely. So that is in my basket. And then I turn over the page before I carry on, and then there's there's unicorns, there's mermaids, and there's stars. This is on my next order, not on today's order. I couldn't get, because I love this swirly bit here. But there we go. Oh, it's good. Okay. Hey, and Jan's on as well. Oh, everybody's coming on. Obviously, 12:30 is more lunchtime for most people. Linda and I have been here since the beginning, and then we've had other people joining us as we go. So I'm glad that you can all pitch in when you can. It's good to see you. Okay, so I just wanted to let everybody know that if you have a daughter or a son who loves unicorns, this is what you're going to buy next. Okay, if you have someone who loves stargazing, this is what you're going to buy next. And if you like mermaids, she's still here, so that's good. So we won't worry about her leaving us. Okay, so then the next one is the Sail Away bundle, which we have been talking about all the time for the past week. So I'm not really going to talk about it anymore, except that, again, fantastic imagery for you to get some inspiration from. Lovely use as well, I think, of the Memories and More cards. So this is a Memory and More card. This has got Memory and More card. Here, another scrapbooking page for you. So that's good. And when you turn it over, again, you can see all the papers, which are fab, and they're beautiful stamps and dies. And then you get this page. It's like, well, hey, double whammy. This is a Good Man, and this is a great stamp set. So here I've matched the Good Man stamp with the papers, this lovely stripy papers here, and the compass at the back, to get this really nice I Grew Up Loved, fantastic Happy Father's Day card. Yeah. So I really like that one. This is your favourite, Carol, at the moment, isn't it? Yes. We're going to be playing with this, so you're going to be very happy. Okay, so that's that. Now, the thing that's frustrating me at the moment is that on this page, there's this gorgeous card that's got this lovely brick wall at the back, but we can't get it yet because it's a 3D folder in there, so it's sadly delayed. So we're going to just ignore that for a moment. It'll be on my next order, it'll be fine. And then we're going to just pop over. We're nearly at the end, folks, and I'll get started with some stamping. The next thing is this birch stamp set here. It's a background stamp. Okay, so we've still got the crackle, but this is birch. And I thought, yeah, birch, until I used it. And then it was like, oh, I have to have this. So that went in my order today. And look at this gorgeous background it can make for this. It's almost, I don't know, it's definitely weather, although it's birch as in bark, it's also like weather beaten planks and stuff like that. So I think it just makes a really great background stamp here. And here's the crackle stamp on the back with the bloom and grow, so which we're going to talk about, going to see more of soon. So that's the stamps that we've got. I will just show you. Where's the? No, I'll come on to the letters because they're not here. This is how they're now showing us the ribbon and trim, which I think is much better, much better to see. You can get real pictures of what the ribbon actually looks like, which is great, and then underneath it tells you what the colours are. So this is a great improvement, I think, in the catalogue. And this tricolour ribbon is yummy, and going on my next order. So then we have embellishments. Let's talk embellishments. And again, they've done it the same, but don't forget these ones up here in the tray, they're still available to order. Okay, those are the first three things here: woven thread sequins, candles, and buttons. Okay, so don't get caught out by that. But then, yes, again, a much better view of what you're actually getting in the trinkets and embellishments. And then on this page, look at all these pretty sequins, sticky things. So these are all the rhinestones and the epoxy droplets and all that kind of stuff, and the enamel dots. So all of those are there, which are beautiful, including this new noble peacock rhinestones, which are just yummy, yummy. And then more stuff and little leaves and things here, in colour stuff here. Now we need to talk about in colours, okay, because they've got a problem with this in colour here, this purple posy. Okay, so we normally have 5, but the band broke up and we've only got 4 on the in colours at the moment. Okay, so you can't get purple posy at the moment, which is a shame because it's such a lovely colour. However, you can use it as accents, you can use it as background, and if you use it with any of the other, like there's the pretty peacock or the rococo rose, it works really well with those colours as cardstock. So don't be put off by buying the cardstock packs or the faceted dots or anything like that just because you can't get the ink at the moment. It's just the ink pad you can't get. And this scallop lace trim in all the in colours is delightful. It's lovely. It's quite thick, Hessian type, but thinner than that ribbon. It's linen. It's really lovely. So don't be put off by not having the purple to get the in colours cardstock. Okay, and then on this side, oh, it's my favourite, well, one of my favourite pages is colouring tools. So we've got some new stamping blends, and I'm starting my blends club. If you were in my special offers email listing yesterday, you got the heads up on this new beautiful blends club that I'm starting and which colours you're going to get this month. I can tell you that the stamp set I'm going to be using is one you probably have. It's Beautiful You, because I figured you've all got Beautiful You. The stamp set is not included in the blends price for the club. The club's 20 quid plus shipping, and you get the blends and the materials to make cards. The stamp set you provide at home. So I'm going to be using Beautiful You with my designs, and I bet most of you have got that. So that's the blends club. Okay, so we're going to be using some of these gorgeous colours. And then we have, thankfully, the second assortment of watercolour pencils that came out last summer with the special summer stamp set and stitched dies, etc. The pencils have come back in, yay, which we thought they might. So we've now got 2 sets of watercolour pencils and all the blends. And we will have, but we don't have at the moment, pigment sprinkles. Okay, so we haven't got pigment sprinkles at the moment because of customs issues here in Europe. It's affecting everybody in Europe, and it's a real pain. And it just means that basically they've asked for additional information and more things, more hoops that we have to jump through to allow powders and liquids into the European Union. So that's what's happening with those. Okay, so whilst we can't get those yet, the pigment sprinkles I think are going to be really gorgeous because they actually match our colours now. So this is Bermuda Bay, Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Gorgeous Grape, Mango Melody, and Melon Mambo. They've switched those around in the picture. And the colour of the powder changes to the correct colour when water is added. Isn't that clever? So it might look different in the pot, but it'll work when it's on the paper. So I'm really looking forward to that coming. And we've got some new cold press watercolour paper now, which is, I think, a bigger improvement on what we had before. Carol said, can you remind me about Blends Club? Is this not for demos? If you're team Carol, yes, you can talk to me about joining the Blends Club just to get the card ideas, but you put your own orders through for your blends, because obviously you get discount, and that's the benefit of you being a demo. So I don't want to take away from that benefit on a monthly basis. So yes, you'd order the blends that we're going to be using, and whatever stamp set if you want to, and then we can chat about the price of the materials and etc. for the cards. So that's that, but they are exclusive, and the designs will only be available to people in the Blends Club, whether that's team or customers. Okay, Swiggity. Right, so that is my whistle-stop tour through my favourites. As you can tell, I've got quite a lot of favourites. I have people come up to me and wave their catalogues at me and go, look, and I go, yeah, like mine, that's great. And this is my second run through, because I had a first run through on stage and I labelled it all up with stuff I liked. Then I went through again with pre-order, and then I've gone, actually it's my third, gone through again now with this, and these are my definite favourites. Okay, so I did promise you some stamping, so we will do some stamping before we head off, because I know some of you are off in your lunch hour. So Carol, we can chat on Saturday, it's not a problem. So I've decided that I want to use some of this beautiful paper from the Bird Ballad suite. They are so cute. On the back is the pink stuff, pink dots, which is pretty, but I want to use the birds. And I'm going to use it with some Mossy Meadow cardstock, and I'm just going to fold this in half. Now, I could add I might add a layer to this actually. I haven't thought about adding a layer to it, but I might add a layer. See what layers I've got. No rummage in my drawers, but my, sensible drawers. Here we go. So here are all my layers that I keep in my side stash. Have I got any that we think would match with this? Probably not, because that's normally what happens. I rummage through all my layers and then find actually I haven't got one that matches. I was going to go with I want to go with a pool party, but I've only got, what's that? No, that's a bit dark. Hold on. What else have I got? Oh, I've got a light grey. Oh, and I've got a petal pink. That maybe. What do we think? I think maybe a smoky slate. Oh no, that's not right either. Haven't got. Where's all my yellows gone? Oh, there's a yellow. Oh, I found a yellow. Look, here we go. Let's do a yellow, because that will go. Oh, maybe this one. So Saffron. There we go. There we go. So Saffron. That looks nice, doesn't it? Mossy Meadow and So Saffron. Okay. So we're just going to need to trim, because my cardstock layers are all the same in my little pocket, in my little drawers. So I know that that is 14.4 by 10. So this needs to be 13.9 by 9.5. So we'll just do that. There we go. There we go. Alrighty. And to be honest, that really does kind of stand out pretty much on its own. It doesn't really need much else, because that is pretty on its own. But I did want to do a bit of stamping, and I was just going to pop a little thing there. And then I was going to add some pink ribbon, but I don't know now with the, oh yeah, no, that'll still go. Okay, so I've got some of this gorgeous, this is called the Organdy ribbon. Hey, Wendy's on. Hello, nice to see you, Wendy. Been there a while. Glad you're on and watching. Hope you're well. We're just chatting about some of the lovely ribbon that's new in the catalogue. So this is the Organdy ribbon. So I'm thinking I'm going to pop that on there. We'll pop that over there. I was going to do a copper background, but no, I think actually it's nicer just on its own. So I'm just going to do it on its own and then some wording. So this is how, how I make up all my stuff. I didn't get out any of my inks. That was sensible, Pip. Well, let's just Now I don't have the So Saffron yet for the bird, but that's okay because I'm just going to stamp it in black and white and leave it as black and white, I think. There we go. Stamp that down because now you can see. Yeah, like that. So that's going to go on there. We're going to have the pink underneath, and that's going to go on there, and then I'm just going to put a little word, some words underneath. I think I'm going to make, actually it might need a little bit of colour on that. Let me go and grab a pen. Hold on. Let's use this one. Let's use this one, and I need my Mossy Meadow. Oh, so disorganised. I need my Mossy Meadow. So in future, because I've just ordered it, I'll be able to make this in the, actually maybe that's Daffodil Delight. I don't know. Maybe it is. Let's go with this. So this is just my light Daffodil Delight, and I'm just going to pop on just a few strokes. You don't have to do the whole, I might do it to the peak. You don't have to do the whole bird. You can just put some light shading just to give a kind of an idea of colour. There we go. And that's just enough to lift it, I think. There we go. And then we'll use Mossy Meadow, and I've got the sentiment here, thank you, from the Free as a Bird stamp set. So we're going to pop that on. This is probably going to be the fastest card in the West, I think. Here we go. Apart from me wandering off to go and get the ink, it hasn't really taken that long. But isn't that lovely that it hasn't taken that long, you know? That's kind of how I like my cards. Quick, whoops. Oh, I should have left myself. Okay, so if you ever get to this position where you're stuck with, you've stamped on a bit of paper and it's not big enough to go through your punch, get a post-it note, attach it to the side of your cardstock, and then you've got something to hold on to and position your, oh, that's a bit tight actually through there. Oh, maybe I need to make that a little bit bigger. Now, what could I use that would make that a little bit bigger? Not much. Might have to cut that out by hand because I think that's a little bit tight to put through that punch. Let's do a hand cut one. Here we go. I'm getting very good at these generally because it seems like I have to do quite a few of them recently. I haven't yet got the dies that go with this. That's the thing. So we'll do that. I'll chop that off there. I'll make it a bit smaller, makes it easier to handle. And then I'm just going to go up here, along here, up over this bit, so this mirrors the bit underneath. Wiggle it down through here, up again, and then wiggle it down there, and then cut this piece off in a corner. There we go. Yeah, that looks okay, because then I can pop that on there just over the edge so you can see that that's hand cut out. There we go. That didn't take very long, did it? So now we're going to cut a piece of this ribbon. I'm still debating the right way up, but I think it's this way with all the lines underneath. I think so. So we'll take a piece like this. And you know me, I just like my simple layers, simple girl, simple layers with a bit of ribbon. Could tie it in a bow, but it's a little large for bows, although it does look lovely as a bow. But I think on this card, when the focus is really on the background paper and the little birdie, a bow would be too big. So I'm just going to go like that. This paper is fantastic because it's just so easy to use. I mean, it's an immediate wow on the card without you even having to try, which is something I like quite a lot. Nice, quick and easy. That's what I like. Oh, guess what I've done? I've been chatting to you and I didn't put my ribbon down. No, that's okay. See, I make mistakes too. What we'll do is we'll just pop it under here. And pop it under here. Bit of snail. Pop it on here. I'll have to cut it down a piece, I think. So I'll pop it on there. Cut it off straight with this. Along that line. There we go. There we go. You can see it. It is there, but it's quite subtle, that ribbon. And then we're going to, you could get away with putting that down flat on there, so I think I'm going to do that. And then it will help to hold that ribbon on because I didn't tie it around the back. There we go. Make sure that the floor is on the floor, if you know what I mean, and that it's not at a skew-if angle, because otherwise it looks like the bird's dangling off the edge of a cliff. So we don't want that. And then we can use some of the mini dimensionals. So it's stuck? Yeah, that's stuck. You just have to hold it a little bit because it's going over the ribbon. Mini dimensionals just on where I've cut out this word. Hopefully I've got room to put one. Maybe not. I cut that a little bit too fat, did I? Oh no, that's okay. There we go. So we'll just take the dimensionals off of there, and then that's going to go like that. There. There we go. Quick and easy, free as a bird ballad card. Hopefully you like that. Now, the other thing I could put on there, which I didn't have actually, is, where are my trinkets? I don't know where my trinkets have gone, but they've got some gorgeous little bird trinkets, so you could put a little trinket on there, like we had in the paper pumpkin kit, that are really nice metal trinkets. So you could put one here or up there, but you know, I quite like him as he is. So there we go. What do you think? Okay? Satisfactory? Nice? I'm still thinking this may be a little bit too bright. Oh no, it's getting worse. Turn that down. What if I turn them all off? Is that to turn them all off and see what the computer does itself? It's still not great, but you might be able to see it a little bit better now. I don't know. What do we think? So a little thank you down there, and then the paper there. Oh, I'm getting some hearts. Thank you, Carol. Thank you, ladies. Lovely. Good. So there we go. Just a quick card today. Nothing particularly major. Just because I wanted to show you a little bit more of that glorious paper. I'm also running paper shares for all my customers. £39 gets you a 6 by 12 inch piece of each of the different papers, of the 12 by 12 papers in the catalogue, and you'll get 6 vellum sheets for free, courtesy of me to say thank you. So if you want to get your paper shares in, they close this weekend too. Lots of stuff going on. Blends Club, Paper Share Club, all kinds of things going on. But apart from that, the most important thing is the fact that the new catalogue is open for business. You can now jump over to my shop, grab whatever you fancy, and start making with these beautiful things. So there you go. Hope you've liked my impromptu Facebook Live this week. It's an extra one to what I normally do, but I thought it would be worth just jumping on and showing you my favourite stuff. So have a great rest of the day and a great rest of the week, and I will see you here again next Monday for my normal Moody Monday Pick Me Up. Video later, launch class on the weekend, so expect some Facebook Lives from that too, or at least some Facebook postings, and yeah, I'll tell you all about that next week. Alrighty, have a good day. Take care now. Bye.